Feminism was sold as liberation, but some people see it as a calculated move to get women into the workforce so the government could tax two incomes instead of one, and schools could become the main educators of your children. Here's what they're not telling you. Before feminism, one income was often enough to support an entire family. Mom stayed home, raised the kids, dad worked. It wasn't perfect, but it was a clear division of roles. Then powerful foundations quietly began funding the feminist movement, not because they cared about women's rights, but because they wanted to double the tax base. If both parents work, the government collects income tax from both, not just one. Overnight, the revenue stream doubled. But here's the real catch. If both parents are working, who's raising your kids? The school system steps in. And who controls what schools teach? The same institutions that funded feminism. They tax both parents and your children spend 8 hours a day being taught by the state. They sold it as progress, as equality, but what actually happened is different. You went from one income buying a house and supporting a family to two incomes, barely covering rent. Wages didn't double, they got cut in half. When women entered the workforce, supply doubled. Employers could pay everyone less. Now, both parents work longer hours for less money per person, and strangers raise your kids. Some families saw this coming early. They watched figures like Gloria Steinem moving through networks tied to intelligence-linked groups in the 1960s. The Rockefeller Foundation. The Ford Foundation poured money into women's studies programs and feminist organizations, branding it all as liberation while quietly reshaping the culture. Before feminism, one parent had the option to stay home. Now, many families must work just to survive. Some still choose to keep one parent at home when they can because they don't trust the system to raise their children.